Hello everyone, ARG back with some more Out of the Park Baseball 23. Now, last time out, which was yesterday, I played the first two games of a series against the Phillies, first two games out of four, and I lost both. Also, it was pointed to me after the fact that there was some issues with how the camera was centered, I guess, or the image on the stream slash video. Now, probably more for the people that are going to be catching this on YouTube later. Please let me know if the image looks better and more centered than it did on yesterday's video. I apologize for that. I am a one-man show. I am nowhere near popular or big enough to have a team working for me to catch those things. So consider it like you're a beta tester. You are beta testing my quality or something. But anyway, so I would appreciate it if you can let me know anything with sound, anything like that, that I can't really catch while I'm live. Please let me know. And I will try to tinker that to everybody's liking. Because as we know, it's always possible to please absolutely everybody, right? But anyway. Alright, so today we're going to try to do a little bit better as far as winning games go. With those two losses, we've dropped to 9 games behind on the Braves. The Phillies are also distancing themselves from us, so we need to go back to winning soon. I'm looking at Kirby Pocket, that's going to be back in about a week, and I'm telling myself I really could use him right about now. Last time out we did lose a fan favorite, or probably more ARG favorite, Johnny Knott, in a trade to get back a pitcher I didn't like in Andy Hawkins. Hey, Journalette, how are you? Let me know if I think I fixed how the screen was not centered. I think I fixed that, so let me know if it still looks off, but I think it's gonna be okay. Thank you for catching it, by the way, and bringing it to my attention. Thank you. Alright, so game 3 of the 4-game series, we're going to be facing off against Chris Holt. He's 6-8 this season. He has a decent ERA, so it looks like maybe he's not super lucky. Then we're going to be bringing, maybe some John Doris Redemption, who knows. And we're going to go ahead and go with Hideo Nomo for this start. So we have our ace on the mound, a very nice 9-2 record. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I wanted to double check one more thing. Alright, so I got this Quinn Mack guy. I want to see what positions he can play. Oh, he can play everywhere in the outfield. Oh, that's kind of new. Usually they wouldn't show you the potential for a position like that. Alright, that's nice. Alright, let's play some baseball now, shall we? Of course, go Expos in. We're about to say play ball. Not quite yet. Alright, Alright, let's see. We are struggling. When we're struggling, I usually like to play some different guys. Let's get Jeff King a day off. Let's see. Alright. So not all that different except for gap. He's definitely a bit more of a gap hitter against righties than lefties. Other than that, they're, not all that far off from each other. So not the biggest difference. Alright. I think I'm gonna give a start to Curtis Pride in right. Alright, so I'm going to give John Kruk and Jeff King a day off. And we're going to go with this lineup here, I think, for now. Well, let's see what the Phillies are going to go with. They're going to go lead off with Otis Nixon playing left field. Tom Evans, the third baseman, is batting second. Kevin Stalker, the shortstop, is batting third. Vladimir Guerrero in right field is going to be batting cleanup. Clay Bellinger, the first baseman, is going to be batting fifth. Darren Fletcher plays catcher. He's batting sixth. Jolbert Cabrera playing second base. He's going to be batting seventh. And Eric Danapilis is going to be batting eighth. He is in center field, so only one change to their lineup. Mike Lieberthal gets a day off and Darren Fletcher draws in. Other than that, it's the same lineup that's beat us twice already. Alright, well, as usual, go Expos and play ball. Now let's see if with my usual right-hand man, Jerome, if we can figure out the Phillies here for game number 3 of the series. It is a weeknight, so I will only be doing those 2 games, and then I'm gonna need to stop. It is what it is. Let's see, was there a better view maybe? I just don't think so. Oh, wait, you mean physically or move the box? Like move my face? Ah, okay. Yeah, I can put it like right here. Right, sounds good. Alright folks, let's get this game underway. So Otis Nixon leading off this game here. We are still at Olympic Stadium. The fans are restless. We have not won here in a few games. No count to Otis Nixon. And he tries to bunt himself on. Oh, good play by Barbary, and that's out number 1. Alright, so 1 down for Tom Evans, 2 into to him. Struck out swinging. We've had our share of issues in the first 2 games with getting strikeouts. Oh, there's no more cats anymore. I moved out. I broke up with my girlfriend, so no more kitty during my streams. The friend that I live with right now is allergic. Alright, so 2 outs now. Kevin Stalker, the batter, 2-0. Oh, and that's got by Nomo. That was a line drive, and that's out number 3. Perfect inning for Hideo Nomo. We're heading into the bottom of the first. No score here in Montreal. Delino the Shields is leading off. Yeah, that would be why. Alright, 3-1 to the Shields. That's a base hit to left, so opposite field single to get things started here for the Expos in the top of the, the bottom of the first. Luis Polonia is next, 1-1. The Shields goes, and he's safe. Oh, that's a bad throw in the outfield, and he makes it to third on the play, so all of a sudden, we have a man on third with nobody out. Grounder to first for Polonia. He's taken out, and the Shield scores on the play. It is 1-0 for the Expos already. Alright, let's give Hideo Nomo some run support. Ruben Rivera is now the next batter. 1 out. Bases are empty. 1-2. Grounds it to short. Stalker with that throw. That's out number 2. Kenterbeck now with 2 outs. 0-1. So what about you? You have figured out that's a base hit to right for Urbeck. That's a single. You figured out your internet situation where it's a little bit more stable than it was the last few times, I guess. Charles Johnson is next. 2 outs. Runner on first. All right, so let's get an opportunistic it here. 1-1, and that's a base hit to right. Falls in front of Guerrero. And on the play, Harbeck makes it to third base. So we have runners on first and third. There's 2 outs, and now Curtis Pride is coming in to bat. He's only batting .231 this season so far. 0-1. Grounds it to first, and he's taken out for out number 3. Oh, gotcha. Minnesota must be kind of nice at this time of the year, I would think. Like, not too dissimilar to where I'm from as far as weather goes, at least in my limited knowledge. Alright, top of the second, we are up 1-0. Vladimir Guerrero leads off the second for the Phillies, 1-2. Oh, that's kind of popped here. The Shields is there, catches it for out number 1. Clay Bellinger is next, 1-0. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Oh, gotcha. Here we're expecting severe weather pretty much the entire week, so I might be taken out by a tornado at any time. Who knows? Alright, 2 outs now for Darren Fletcher, 0-1. That's it, right? That's going to be a base hit. Falls in front of Curtis Pride. So the inning is still alive for the Phillies. 2 out base hit. Brings up Jolbert Cabrera to the plate, 0-1. Grounds it to second. He's thrown out at first. That's out number 3. All right. Hey, FJ, what's up? All right, Brett Barbary. You have not. I started 12 minutes ago. All right, Brett Barbary leads off the bottom of the second here. No count. Grounds it to second. Thrown out at first for out number 1. Walt Weiss is next, 3-1. And he walks. Well, you missed Jerome Nollet talking about the weather in Minnesota, in case that, it's something that you had interest in. But, yeah, you haven't missed anything, really. I scored a run. That's something. All right, runner on first, 1 out for Hideo Nomo. He's going to be bunting. No count. And he misses. 2-1 now. He bunts foul. Well, John Kruk has the day off today. Oh, why not? Why wouldn't you continue your historical save with the Mets? Are you getting bored of it already? Alright, so let's try to bunt again, and that's a strikeout. Alright, so runner on first, 2 outs. No count. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Alright, so Weiss is now on second, so we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Ah, man, vibes are everything. If you're not feeling it, don't keep up with it. Oh, the Shields grounds it to second, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Alright, so we are unable to add to our lead. We are still up 1-0, though. Eric Danapilis is now the batter for the Phillies. We are still up 1-0, top of the 3rd, full count. Grounds it to short. Oh. Alright, so that's counted as a single. You wouldn't see many of those plays in Out of the Park 22, so. Yeah, Ojo was one of my best friends in Canada, favorite player. Right, runner on first, nobody out for Chris Holt. 0-1. Buns fall. Hey FJ, I saw that your Mariners are doing pretty okay so far this season. I took the time to go and look at standings because I was like, man, here I am streaming baseball, and I kind of only know what's going on with the Blue Jays. So, and I was like, man, the Reds really made a fire sale and they're really stinking it this year. Right, 1-2 to Chris Holt, still trying to bunt, but he misses. That's a strikeout. So now there's 1 out, runner on first for Otis Nixon. No count to Otis Nixon. And he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Runner is safe at second base. Tom Evans is next. Runner in scoring position. 2 outs, full count. Grounds it to first, and he is out. End of the third inning for the Phillies. We are going into the bottom of the inning. We are still up 1 here at Olympic Stadium with Luis Polonia leading off. Right now I do not. So, alright, so a few versions ago I had like that really awesome fictional save that I started. Actually, it was pretty cool. I spent hours getting it done. Now it's on my old computer and it's in Out of the Park Baseball 21. So I might try to recreate that. There's a couple people on the Out of the Park Baseball forums that said that they might be interested to see what I do with my fictional league. To me, I have a hard time figuring, people wanting to sit down and watch fake players, but apparently there's some people that might be interested in that. So I might go ahead and look into bringing that in. I'm not 100% sure yet. I would have to recreate the universe that I created and everything. It was a 4-league setup with promotion and relegation, and it was pretty stingy. The top 3 top 3 leagues were like a 1-division league with 10, 16, and 20 teams respectively, and then I created the bottom feeder just like the MLB, and it was a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun with it. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try to see where I can go with that on stream. Alright, Luis Polonia, bottom of the third here. We are up 1-0, 0-1. And one thing that I want to do too is to save it as a quick start, and then if I have some followers that want to try to play with my universe, then I can just send that to them and they can play at their heart's content. And oh, Polonia, that's going to be extra bases in the corner and left. Opposite field, probably a double. Yep. Opposite field double for Polonia to lead off the bottom of the third. Alright, and now Ruben Rivera is next. Runner in scoring position. There's nobody out. That's a prime scoring opportunity. 1-2. And Rivera strikes out. Ken Tarbeck is next. 0-1. Grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first for out. Number 2 on the play. Polonia makes it to third base. So now we need a base hit from Charles Johnson. 2-0. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out at first. So leadoff double leads us to nothing. We are set up 1-0. Top of the fourth. Kevin Stalker leading off for the Phillies. 3-1. He grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Vladimir Guerrero is next. 1-2. Oh, that's going to be a base hit to left here. Falls in front of Polonia, so that's a single for Guerrero. That's a runner on first, 1 out for Clay Bettinger, 2-1. That's it to center. That's going to be a base hit again. Guerrero goes for third. He's safe, so all of a sudden the Phillies are threatening with runners on first and third. There's only 1 out. However, a good old-fashioned double play would get us out of this inning. No count to Darren Fletcher. That's not a double play. That's a fly ball all the way to the warning track. That's good for a run. Guerrero scores on the play. We have a tie game here in Montreal. It is now 1-1. thanks to the sac fly by Darren Fletcher, former Expo in real life. Jolbert Cabrera is next, 2 outs. Runner on first, 0-2. And he struck out looking. Alright, so the Phillies tied the game. Heading into the bottom of the 4th, Curtis Pride leading off here, 1-0. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Brett Barbery is next, 2-2. And he struck out looking. Barbery is having a pretty tough season this year. So far, he had been much better than his real-life counterpart, but I think he's regressing to the mean here. Walt Weiss now, 2 outs for Walt Weiss, 1-2. That's... Oh, what a slide there. Yeah, I've been seeing that there's been some issues. There's also... I've been reading today that there's also issues with if you start modern day, like the stamina modifier for starters is too high, so like starters go 150 pitches routinely. So they're gonna fix that in a patch. So yeah, I've seen that there's a few things going on. But all of that doesn't really affect my historical save, I don't think. So I think we're good. Alright, leading off the top of the 5th, Eric Danopoulos for the Phillies. No count. That's a base hit to right, so opposite field single for Danopoulos. Chris Holt is next, 0-1. Alright, so he bunts, that's a sacrifice hit, and now there's a runner in scoring position for the Phillies with 1 out. Yeah, I've seen also that they've taken some flack by some people for not releasing Perfect Team in time. Alright, so runner in scoring position, 1 out for Otis Nixon, 1-2. Struck out looking. Alright. Alright, so now 2 outs for Tom Evans, 1-1. Oh, that's a base hit to center. That's probably going to score a run. Yeah, yep, it does. It is a 2-1 game for the Phillies now. Yeah. I don't have that many. I do have a good chunk, but not that many. Like 2 outs running on first for Kevin Stocker. No more, no mo. He's not doing that badly. 2-1. It's a nice word of play on the words. Was that a thing for real, or did you just came up with it? I never heard it. Doesn't mean that it wasn't a thing back when Nomo was pitching. Right, Nomo leads off the bottom of the 5th. 0-1. Come on, Ideo. And he grounds out to first for out number 1. Alright, come on, the Shields, get us started. Yeah, with his first name to Ideo, like Idios no more. 2-2. And the Shield strikes out. So Chris Holt had a little bit of a shaky first inning, but he's been stellar since. I don't like that. Luis Polonia now with 2 outs, 0-1. It's a to center, and it's got by Danopoulos for out number 3. Top of the 6th incoming. We are down 1 here, facing off against Guerrero, leading off the 6th for the Phillies. Full count. That's it to right. Curtis Pride is there. That's out number 1. Clay Bellinger now with 1 out, 1-2 to him. Grounds it to the 3rd, and that he is out at first for out number 2. So yesterday while I was doing my overtime, I was watching the Blue Jays game, and I caught that really great catch by George Springer at center field. That was a pretty good catch. Sadly, I didn't watch the entire game, so I missed the grand slam by Bo Bichette. Maybe. I can't. I'm not the GM of my team, so I can't do it. Alright, 2 outs for Darren Fletcher. Full count. And he walks. Jolbert Cabrera, runner on first, 2 outs. 1-1. Grounds it to third, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. All right, we need a big inning here. We're getting into the meat of the lineup. I need some hits, some walks, some runs. That starts with Ruben Rivera. 2-1 to him. Come on. Give me a double in the gap. Nope. Otis Nixon with the sliding catch there, and that's 1 out. Kenterbeck is next. Full count. And he walks. All right, we'll take a base runner. That starts with a base runner, and it ends with a crooked number on the board. Charles Johnson now. 2-2. Struck out looking. Oh, it's been a tough season for Charles Johnson. He had 2 pretty great first seasons, but this season he's really struggling. All right, Curtis Pride now. 2 outs, runner on first, 2-2. That's it to center. That's going to be a base hit for Curtis Pride. Awesome. So now we have runners on first and second with 2 outs. We need a base hit from Brett Barbary, who's also having a terrible season. 1-0. And he lines out to first, and that's the end of the inning. Oh boy, top of the 7th incoming, still down 1. Do I want to continue with Nomo? Maybe. Alright, Danapilis is the batter. No count. Oh, gets drilled. My record is like 47-43 or something around those numbers. I don't have it like on the dot. Maybe. I'm pretty sure I have 47 wins. Yeah, I'm a little bit above 500, and I'm 4th in my division. All right, runner on first, nobody out for Chris Holt. He's going to be bunting. 0-1 to him. Bunt's foul. Yeah, I would love for a playoff push, but we've been struggling lately. For the longest time, we were the wild card holders, but in the past month, we've lost a lot of games. I blame the manager. He kind of sucks. That's a sacrifice hit. Runner on second base, 1 out. I might fire my manager at the end of this season. He ain't getting it done. Yeah, it's Andy Hawkins' fault. All right, Otis Nixon 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. All right, runner in scoring position still for Tom Evans. 0-1. Oh, that's a base hit to right. I think we've seen the end of Hideo Nomo. That scores the run. It is now 3-1. We're gonna go ahead and pull Hideo Nomo. And I think I'm gonna do a double switch actually. Because I can, because there's no DH in the National League. What a travesty. Yes, I'm a purist like that. Jody Reed can't play third. I don't think Walt Weiss can play third. I'm not gonna have a choice really but to bring in. Yeah, I guess. Alright. I was gonna give Jeff King a full day off, but I guess not. Alright, who should we get in there? Sadly, John Duris is a little tired. That's new to the stamina colors now has an orange color. It's not just red and yellow. No, there's an orange. Yeah. Alright, let's put Jeff King in. I'm gonna bring in Gordon, I think. He has some stamina, so if I might keep him in the game for more than what he's gonna be pitching here. All right, Kevin Stocker now the batter for the Phillies. There's 2 outs. Runner on first, 0-2 against Tom Gordon. Strikeout swinging. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Tom Gordon in there. Maybe pitch the 8. I mean, it's the 90s, so relievers throw more than 2 pitches. All right, Chris Holt still on the mound for the Phillies. Walt Weiss leads off here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2. Grounds it too short, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Oh wow. He was just the best of that family, I suppose, huh? Alright, Jeff King now with 1 out, 0-1. Grounds it to third. That's an infield hit. Alright, Jeff King comes in as part of the double switch and gets himself on base. I like that. Oh, I'm pretty sure you just made that up. Alright, so runner on first, 1 out for the line of the Shields, 2-1. Oh, that's not it very well. That's it to center. Danipillis is there. That's out number 2. Luis Polonia is next, full count, and he struck out swinging. Jeez. Oh, man. Right, Tom Gordon facing off against Vladimir Guerrero. We're down 2, top of the 8, 2-0 to Guerrero. Grounds it to third. Jeff King with the throw. That's out number 1. Clay Bellinger now. 1-0. Hits it to center. Rivera gets in position. Catches it for out number 2. Alright, Joe Nollet, I don't know if you're still there. Start thinking about the lineup for the next game here. We're going to need some subs, and we're going to need to figure out what works. We're going to need to figure out how to get back on track here. Alright, Darren Fletcher now with 2 outs, 2-2. Struck out looking. There you go. Right, good inning for Tom Gordon. Bottom of the 8, Ruben Rivera leading off here. 1-0. Grounds it too short. Oh, is that going to be... That's an infield hit. People do the weirdest things. Like, I don't know if if I have a potential shot at a career as a pitcher, I don't know that I would go doing bull lassoing where I might get my arm taken off from my body. But that's just me, right? All right, Kent Herbeck, runner on first, nobody out, 0-2. And that's about one. They tried to get Rivera out at first. They did bring, sorry. They did bring in a reliever. Scott Coleman is on the mound, the lefty, to face off against Herbeck. 2-2 to Herbeck now. Strikeout swinging. Charles Johnson now. 1-0. Another snap through the first. Wow. Full count to Johnson. Oh, dear God. Struck out looking. Rivera's out trying to steal. That's a double play. Jesus. I am still winless in Out of the Park Baseball 23. Alright, let's bring in another pitcher. I'm going to bring in Steve Olin. Alright, Alright, Joelbert Cabrera is going to be the next batter. Top of the ninth, we're down 2, no count. Are you making fun of my players? Oh, what a diving catch by Rivera. That's 1 out. Eric Danapilis now, no count. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Why are you being mean to me? What did I ever do to you? Or is it just payback because Montreal is last in the standings? Eddie Rios comes in as a pinch hitter. Full count. 2 outs. That's a base hit all the way to center. And that's going to be a double for Rios. That's the wrong year to be last. Next year you want to be last. To get Connor Bedard. Otis Nixon now, runner in scoring position, 2 outs. No count. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Oh, 3-0 now. Alright, and Nixon walks. So now there's runners on first and third. Well, I know you will be. I mean, you're going to be paying Brendan Gallagher $6.5 million to score less goals than Austin Watson. Let that sink in for a second. 1-0 to Tom Evans. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Grounds it to short. And we got the runner out at second base. Alright, bottom of the ninth, we need some form of heroics performed here. If by intangibles you mean having goals called back because he was falling all over the goaltender, sure. Alright, Curtis Pride, he's 1 for 3, 3-1. So Jerry Santos is on the mound now. Too late. We're good. He walked. Alright, so Reed or Kruk. Alright, well, we're using a pinch hitter now. Do you want to go with the lefty against the righty, John Kruk? I say we go with the lefty. And then we can use Reed to pinch it for Wise. Alright, John Kruk comes in as a pinch hitter. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the ninth. 2-2 to John Kruk. Grounds it to short. Alright, they only get 1 out. Alright, so runner on first, 1 out. We're gonna go with Jody Reed here. So Jody Reed, runner on first, 1 out, 0-2. Come on, man. Oh, he struck out swinging. That's not good. And then I don't really have a choice but to keep Jeff King in the game. I don't have anybody else that can play third base. 1-2, and he struck out swinging. So we have lost the first 3 games of the series against the Phillies here. Alright, Jaron Nollet, we're gonna need some thinking here to turn things around with who to play in the next game. We are completely without an answer against the Phillies. I don't know what it is. I go ahead and finish today. Oh, what's going on here? Lost. Oh, Lukacic went back to AA. Alright. Let's take a look here, see if there's anything else that has happened. Nope. So we're good there. Well, I know that I need to be better. Yes, Kruk can play first base. Alright, so game 4 of the 4-game series. For my record, I was right. I said 47 and 43 at the time. Now I'm 47 and 44 with the loss we just got. So yeah, we're 47 and 44. Alright, game 4 is going to be against Bill Whistler. He's 6 and 5. We're going to go ahead and send the rookie Brett Tomko on the mound. He's had a few good starts the last few times he was on the mound. Alright, what are we doing here? Yeah, he's John Kruk is alright. He's not that good. I wouldn't put him at catcher. Let's just put it that way. Besides, he throws left. Alright, switch. Let's do that. Is that it? Do you want to try somebody somewhere? Barbary for king again. Alright, we can do that. Is that it? We good? Alright, let's go with that. Now, Andy Hawkins is going to be rotting in the pen, and I will use him only when I see other pitchers' arms literally off of their body, like limbs on the ground. That's about how often Andy Hawkins is going to be pitching. Alright, Phillies are going to go with Otis Nixon, batting leadoff in left field. Tom Evans, the third base, is batting second. Kevin Stalker, the shortstop, is batting third. Vladimir Guerrero in right is batting cleanup again. Clay Bellinger, first baseman, is batting fifth. Mike Lieberthal takes his spot back in the lineup. He's the catcher, batting sixth. Jobert Cabrera, the second baseman, batting seventh. And Eric Danapilis is playing center field, and he is batting eighth. And of course, you know, why would they change their lineup? They are beating me with it. How much are you willing to pay? Alright, let's play ball and come on, Expos. What the bleep? Alright, Brett Tomko is gonna be starting today. 0-1 on Nixon. You're willing to pay me $0? How much is it in Norwegian currency? Grounds it to third. Eastern on that first for out number one. Oh, thank you so much. Tom Evans now with one out, full count. And he hits it to center for a base hit. Alright, so base hit for Evans. Run on first, one out for Kevin Stalker. No count. Oh, let's hit batters. That's always a good recipe for success. Alright, Guerrero now with 2 runners on, only 1 out, 1 and 2. Oh, goodbye baseball. We might see Andy Hawkins in the game after all. It is a 3-0 game for the Phillies already. Whew, it's been a tough series, folks. Clay Bellinger. Full count. Struck out swinging. Alright, well, he bounces back after allowing the 3-run bomb here. Mike Lieberthal with 2 outs, 0-1. And that's out number 3. Yeah, I don't think so. Have you seen his ratings? He's terrible. Like he has over average movement. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna get better. How old is he? 35. Oh dear God. I was gonna say that's old, but then I remembered how old I am, and I'm like, okay, that's not that old. All right, Bill Whistler on the mound for the Phillies. Dino the Shields is the next batter, 1-1. Yeah, his ratings got a boost because I use him as a reliever. As a starter, he was terrible. Full count to the Shields now, and he walks. All right, don't get caught stealing, Delino. We need runs. Luis Polonia is the next batter, runner on first. Nobody out, 2-0. The Shields goes, and he's safe. That is stolen base number 33 for the Shields this season. Runner in scoring position, 3-0 to Polonia, 3-1 now. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 1. The Shields does not advance on the play. John Kruk is next. No count. Oh, the Shields goes for third. And, oh! Stolen base, the ball is in the outfield. We score a run. It is all of a sudden 3-1 for the Phillies. All right. 0-1 to John Kruk. That's a base hit to center. Not sure why the center fielder dove there, but yeah, the Shields used his speed and he created things. Ruben Rivera is next. Runner on first, 1 out. 0-1. Oh. John Kruk with the stolen base. He got propulsed by his mullet in the wind. Like. And then all of his body mass was moving in all directions and everything. That's pretty interesting that John Kruk stole. Of course, it's his first stolen base of the season. Probably his last, too. Ruben Rivera now with a runner in scoring position. 0-2. Oh, he struck out looking on the outside corner. That looked like a ball to me. Kenterbeck now. Full count. Rounds it to second. He's thrown out at first. And he erases all of that great play by John Kruk. Alright, we did get a run back. We're down 2 top of the second. Here in Montreal, Vladimir Guerrero is leading off the second for the Phillies. No count. It's it to center. Rivera runs really fast and he catches it for out number 1. Eric Danapillis is next. Full count to him. Ooh, struck out looking. Alright, Bill Whistler now. With 2 outs, 1-1. And that's cut on a liner to short by Walt Weiss. That's the end of the inning. 1-2-3. Down go the Phillies. Charles Johnson leading off the bottom of the second for us. Pitcher. Charles Johnson is now the batter. Full count. Oh, struck out looking. Brett Barbery now. 2-2. Struck out swing. Walt Weiss with 2 outs, 3-1. And he walks. From memory, what I remember, I would say fairly pitcher friendly. Alright, runner on first, 2 outs for Brett Tomko. 1-1. It's too short. And he's thrown out at first for out number 3. Now, keep in mind, I'm live here. I'm not like looking at stats or anything like that. But, from memory, I would say that it was a pitcher-friendly park. It sure felt like Greg Maddox and Tom Glavine would always come and beat us. So, maybe I'm biased. Like Otis Nixon leading off the top of the 3rd. No count to him. Runs it too short. And he's thrown at first for out number 1. Tom Evans now. No count to him. Flies it to center. River in position. That's out number 2. Alright, now Kevin Stalker is the next batter. 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Alright, so Tom Coe had a terrible start to the game, but he's been pitching alright since. 3-1 Phillies, still bottom of the 3rd. Delino this year, guy. Come on, Delino. Get us started again. Do it all. 0-1. Grounds it to 3rd. Oh, that's an error. And DeShields ends up at second base on the play. Alright. So runner in scoring position, nobody out for Luis Polonia. 1-0. That's a base hit to center. DeShields rounds 3rd. He's going home. No, he doesn't. Why? Why? No! You made me lie. Alright, runner on 1st and 3rd. Nobody out. John Kruk, MVP, is going to come to the plate now. FJ's favorite player. 1-2. Rounds it to 3rd. That's a double play, but a run scores. So it is now 3-2 for the Phillies, but we have 2 outs now. And Ruben Rivera is the next batter. 1-2 to him. That's a base hit to center. God, I wish that Kruk wouldn't have hit in a double play there. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, Delino is Delino's doing it all except hitting home runs. He's doing it all. He does have a pretty good RBI number for a leadoff. He steals bases. He has a great average. Good defense. You're right, Jerome Allet. He's pretty much a one-man team right now. Alright, so runner on 1st, 2 outs for Kent Herbeck. No count. Runner goes. And he's safe. So Rivera gets his 14th stolen base. 2-1 to Herbeck. Oh, that's it really well in the gap. That's going to score a run. That's extra bases, so a double for Kent Herbeck. And we have a tied game here in Montreal. It is 3-3. All right, Charles Johnson now. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. 1-1. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Oh, that's new. You would never see that play in Out of the Park Baseball 22. That's the first time I've seen that, where like the ball eludes to the catcher, but it's not deep, not far enough for the runner to advance. Never seen that play before. 2-1. Oh, Charles Johnson also hits the ball really well all the way to the fence in center right. That should score a run as well. That's a double for Charles Johnson, and just like that, the Expos are on top, 4-3. Brett Barbery is next. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs, 1-1. And that's it weakly to center. Denny Pilis is there, catches it for out number 3, but the Expos scored 3 runs, and it is now a 4-3 lead. Vladimir Guerrero is leading off the top of the 4th for the Phillies. 0-1. Now we know what he did last time he was at bat. All right, flies out to the left to Polonia, and that's out number 1. Clay Bellinger now with 1 out. No count. It's at the center. Rivera barely has to move, and he catches it for out number 2. And now Lieberthal with 2 outs, 2-2. Struck out looking. Lieberthal was a decent hitting catcher. In my save, no. In real life, yes, he played for the Expos. Of course, that's where he started his career. But no, he was drafted by the Phillies. He entered the league after I started my universe. Walt Weiss, leading off the bottom of the fourth for us. 1 and 2. Oh, that's popped with a lot of... yeah. Cabrera gets it for out number 1. Brett Tomko now, 2 and 2 to him. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Delino the Shields with 2 outs. What is Delino gonna do now? 0 and 2. Well, he popped it. And that's cut by Libertol for out number 3. Not a great inning. We went down in order. Top of the 5th, Jolbert Cabrera is leading off for the Phillies, 2-0 to him. Grounds it to third. The throw by Barbary, that's out number 1. Eric Danapilis is next, 2-2 to him. Ooh, we have a tight game. Solo blast for Danapilis. We have a 4-4 game. All right, Bill Whistler now with 1 out, 2 and 2. And that's a strikeout. That's out number 2. God, I wish I had Brett Sibberhagen. I guess I can't complain too much. I do have Hideo Nomo. That's a pretty decent pitcher. All right, Otis Nixon with 2 outs, full count. And he walks. Yeah, I don't like to give a walk to a guy that has speed like Nixon. 2 and 2 to Evans, and he strikes out swinging. All right, so we got out of that. We did allow a run, so we have a tied 4-4 game now. All right, Luis Polonia is now the next batter, leading off the bottom of the 5th. Bill Whistler is on the mound for the Phillies. 1 and 2. Struck out looking. John Kruk now, 1 and 2. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first for out number 2. 2 outs for Rivera, 3 and 1. Oh, that's it. Weakly to right. Guerrero after it catches it for out number 3. The Expos go down in order yet again. 95. And I started in 91. I've played out every single game since 1991. Top of the 6th, Kevin Stalker now. Tomko has been hit or miss. He did allow 4 runs, but he only has allowed 3 hits. 3-0 to Kevin Stalker. Yeah, that's not great. All right, leadoff walk for the Phillies. I know, I'm crazy. All right, Guerrero, the next batter, runner on first, nobody out. 2 and 2. That's it to right. Kruk near the warning track catches it for out number 1. All right, Clay Bellinger is next. No count. Oh, the runner goes, and there's not even a throw by Johnson. So Stalker has a stolen base, his 19th of the season. So now the Phillies have a runner in scoring position and 1 out. 2 and 2 to Bellinger. Grounds it to second. The Shields with the throw. That's out number 2. The runner makes it to third on the play. But there's 2 outs. So the Phillies do need a base hit from Mike Libertol. 2 and 2. Grounds it to first. Urbeck takes it to the base himself. That's out number 3. Alright, so we get out of this. Going into the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 4. Kent Urbeck leads off. 2 and 2. Flies it to left. Just substitutions. I have my settings set for what I like. Like as far as like strategies and everything. Like, for example, how often Delino the Shields attempts to steal and everything. Otherwise, it would take too long. It already takes like over half an hour per game, like especially while I'm streaming and everything. So I had to cut in certain areas. All right, so 1 out for Charles Johnson, 0-2. Struck out looking. All right, Brett Barbery now. Full count. Struck out swinging. Oh my. I'm gonna try to continue pitching with Tomko only because it's the bottom of the lineup. If he starts struggling, I'm gonna pull him. So Jolbert Cabrera leads off the top of the 7th. 2-0. That's it to right. John Kruk is there. That's out number 1. Eric Danapilis is next. 0-2. Struck out swinging. You really want Andy Hawkins in this game. I don't know what's wrong with you. Have you been doing hard drugs, FJ? Luis Medina comes in as a pinch hitter. 2-2. 2 outs. That's a base hit to left. Alright, I'll give you Andy Hawkins. I'm gonna pull Brett Tomko here. I think I'm gonna make the exact same. Oh, Doris is completely recovered. I think I'm gonna go with Doris. Yeah. Let's do Doris. Sorry, FJ, I just really don't like Andy Hawkins. I have prior experiences with him, and those were not great. Alright, Otis Nixon is at the plate now. There's 2 outs, runner on first. John Doris comes in as a reliever for the Expos. No count to Nixon. That's it to right. John Kruk didn't even have to move, and that's out number 3. Alright, Tony Bouton is on the mound for the Phillies now for the bottom of the 7th. We're still tied at 4. Walt Wise is going to be leading off that inning for us. 3-1 to him. And he walks. Well, at this rate, we might see him in extra innings if we don't score. All right, Jeff King, runner on first, nobody out. No count to Jeff King. Oh, he tried to bunt, but he missed. Tried to bunt again, and he missed again. And why bunt when you can get a base hit to right? All right, so we have runners on first and third now. And nobody out for the Lionel de Shields, who's been doing a lot of great things in this game despite being 0 for 2. 2-0. That's a base hit to center. Oh, the Expos take the lead back. Expos are up 5-4. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Luis Polonia. 1-1. Grounds it to second. That's the only out there that they're getting is Polonia at first. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position. Only 1 out for FJ's favorite player aside from Andy Hawkins, John Kruk. 2-2. Oh, he got hit. So now the bases are loaded. 1 out for Ruben Rivera. 3-0. Oh. And he walks. So they walk in a run. It is now 6-4 for the Expos, and pardon my throat, the weather here is killing me. Alright, so they keep Bouton on the mound despite not having a great performance so far. So the bases are still juiced. There's one out, and Ken Turbeck is at the plate, 1-1. Oh, that's pup. That's sad. We had a guy with some power here. Stalker gets it. That's out, number 2. So now we need a base hit from Charles Johnson. 1-0. That's it, weakly to right towards foul territory. That's cut by Guerrero. That's out, number 3. We did add 2 runs here to our total. So now we are up 6-4. Top of the 8th incoming. I think I'm going to keep Duras unless he starts to falter. He only pitched 1 pitch, so... Alright, Tom Evans leads off the top of the 8th for the Phillies. They are down 2 here in Montreal, 0-1. Grounds it to third. And he's thrown at first for out number 1. Kevin Stalker is next. No count. Hits it to left all the way to the fence. Oh, that's cut there by Polonia all the way to the fence. That's out number 2. Vladimir Guerrero is next. 2 outs for Vladimir. 0-1. Oh, that's payback for hitting John Kruk. Oh, this is way before. You are a young wee one. You do not know of how things used to be. Alright, runner on first, 2 outs for Clay Benninger. No count. That's it. To left in foul territory, and that's cut by Polonia for out number 3. So the John Doris redemption continues. He gave us a pretty solid inning. We are heading into the bottom of the 8th. We are up 6-4, and we are going to pinch it for John Doris. I think I'm gonna go with... Yeah, Curtis Pride is the better batter. So I'm gonna go with Curtis Pride. Of course you do. Of course you do. You don't know any better. Curtis Pride leading off the bottom of the 8th. Tony Bouton is on the mound for the Phillies. 3-0 to Curtis Pride. And he walks on 4 pitches. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, they're bringing in Scott Coleman. Doesn't matter. We're bringing in Jody Reed for Walt Wise. All right. Run on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th, we're up 2. Jody Reed comes in as a pinch hitter, 0-1. Oh, he tried to bunt, but that was foul. 0-2. That's a base hit to center for Jody Reed. Oh, Curtis Pride goes all the way to third. And he's safe. Runners on first and third with nobody out. For Jeff King. 2-2. Oh. He struck out looking. I know you're the complete opposite of me, and you're a Montreal Canadian fan. Let's not forget about that. Delino the Shields is next. 1-2. Struck out looking. Now, I do not detest hitting. I do like hitting. I like the other aspects of baseball as well. That's my thing. Of course, I think a home run is spectacular, but it used to feel a little bit more special when there weren't as many. That's true. Oh man, Leafs fans are going to be so sad in 2 weeks again, aren't they? Right, Luis Polonia comes in. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Oh my god, we got runners on first and third, and we were unable to get anything going with 3 strikeouts in a row. That's unacceptable. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put Jody Reed at shortstop. And we're going to bring Stan Belinda as the closer. Alright, so we acquired Stan Belinda in a trade just a little bit ago. That's going to be like his third or fourth opportunity with us. I wish that it would update the picture there. I hate that I don't see like a logo or nothing there. Alright, top of the ninth, we're up to Stan Belinda on the mound in a save situation. Mike Lieberthal, the batter. Brett Tomko is, actually. He's already in the majors, so I think the second one after that is Gerard Washburn. Right, no count, pops it. The Shields is there, that's out number one. We can look at it. I have it on the home screen, so we can look at that after the game. Darren Fletcher comes in as a pinch hitter. 1 out, 1-0. That's it to left, and that's going to fall in front of Polonia for a base hit. Yeah, my GM drafted very pitcher heavy in the last draft. So a lot of my top prospects are pitchers at the moment. Eric Danapilis is the next batter. There's a runner on first, 1 out, 2-0. And that's a bad pitch. Is Belinda gonna screw me over here? 3-0. And he walks. Danapilis on 4 pitches. Eddie Rios comes in as a pinch hitter. Runners on first and second, 1 out, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Oh, we might get out of this. I hate it, of course, because you probably like it. Otis Nixon is next. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. So we're 1 out away here. No count to Nixon. That's a base hit to center. Falls in front of Rivera. Nobody comes in to score. So bases are juiced. There's 2 outs. Belinda's struggling. Should I keep him in or should I bring in maybe Tom Gordon to finish this off? Keep him. Let's go with Belinda. Tom Evans, the batter. Bases are juiced. There's 2 outs. Full count. That's it to center. Oh, what a catch by Ruben Rivera. Ooh, it looked like it was going to be a base hit. Oh, what a play. So we finally won 1 against the Phillies, thank God. Well, see, the FJ, the goal of that runner is to produce offense to shorten the games that go into extra innings. So giving the opportunity to get a double play kind of nixes it a little bit. Alright, so Belinda with the save. That's his second save with us since we acquired him from Pittsburgh. And Doris gets the win, his second win of the season. Finally, we got something going here. We are on a winning streak, folks. We have won 1 game in a row. Winning has been rare lately, so I will be happy about it. All right, so let's see. Who got a shutout? Bruce Hurst got a 10-0 shutout against the Marlins. All right. Oh, look at that. Kirby Puckett coming back very soon. I'm going to go ahead and advance today. Oh, there's quite a few news here. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world of baseball. All right, American League's Alex Best performer Jeff Cirillo was the player of the week in the American League. In the National League, it was Al Morris, now playing for the Cubs. Season-ending injury for Rick Aguilera with the Dodgers. Season over for him. A torn flexor tendon in his elbow. He's out for 6 to 7 months. I don't really care about that. And the power rankings, oh, we climbed a little bit despite despite not winning very often. So we are right about middle of the pack. We're 12th in power rankings. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so we're still 9 games back. It's gonna be a tough road ahead. Now, if we look, so the wild card is between our division, you know, so we need to win the games in our division. That's all we can do. All right, nothing happened here, so we're good. Gonna go ahead and save. Oh, into a... Yeah, I was right. So Brett Tomko is considered my best prospect, but he's already in the majors. Gerard Washburn is my second best prospect. Mark Redmond, and then Carlton lower, so all pitchers. My GM went crazy with pitchers. We didn't have pitching. I guess he heard me whine on stream about how pitching was a problem for the team. So he was like, all right, I'm hearing you, man. Then he drafted me some pitchers. So, all right. So next time out, we're going to have the cards. It looks like it's going to be a short 2-game series. So that's going to be a perfect, like, weeknight stream. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for today. So of course, as usual, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Special shout out to Jero Nullet and FJ for being here. And of course, now, if you're catching this on YouTube later and that you like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. Especially now that I fixed the screen. Hopefully it looks better. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.